That Hashem, somebody asked me recently in regards to making fish and meat in the oven at the same time. I know that the Khamim say that if you take meat and fish together, it's a sakana, it's dangerous for a person's health. So a person wants to cook meat and fish together in the oven at one time, he needs to make sure that one of them has to be covered. The fish or the meat have to be covered, because when they both open and you have the zeya, the vapor, what is it called? The vapor of it, and it mixes together and it transfers all the flavors from one to the next. And it's like it's like it coming together, mixing together. And therefore you need to have one of them covered at all times. What if a person forgot and he didn't cover it? You put fish and you put meat inside the oven at one time without covering it. Now, is it mutar or is it asur to eat? So if it was just cooked in the oven at one time and they were both open, the post can say b'diavad it's okay. Chatchili you have to be careful, b'diavad it's okay, right? It's better than if it was cooked together, if they're both cooked in the oven separately and it's just the actual vapor of it that comes together. Now another question people ask is, are you allowed to use a dishwasher for meat and for milk together? Right? So really if you have one dishwasher, you should use it for either meat or either milk. But say if you want to use it for meat and milk. So if you want to use it for meat and milk, Chacham Avadia allows, but you have to make sure it's all metal inside. If it's all metal inside. Right? Chacham Avadia allows to put meat, finish the cycle, and then take everything out and then put the dairy in afterwards. Don't put them in together, right? But you could put them in separately. There are those that are machmir that say if you want to use it for meat and milk, you put the meat dishes in, afterwards you run an empty cycle, and then you could put the dairy dishes in as well afterwards. Huh?
What if you hot water? After that, wash with the hot water and after put it?
No, for example, you put your meat dishes inside, you run a cycle, afterwards you take everything out. If you want to be machmir, you run an empty cycle, and then you put the dairy dishes inside. But if you want to rely on Rabbi White's psak, he says you don't have to do that. You can take out the meat dishes after it's fully washed, you can put in the milk dishes, and put in another cycle.
What if you